Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is actually Saturday, but as I've explained before, it's not that I want to post the videos late, it's just that when I make the videos Sunday morning, I find that it takes a long time for it to upload based on the quality of the video and the length of it. So what I'm trying now is to make the video from Saturday morning, and then now upload it. It can take whatever time it takes throughout the day, and Sunday morning about say 9 o'clock I will just release that video, and that will make things a lot easier to work with. Okay, so this pair right here, they were over here in that breeding section with their parents, but they are big enough now, so I've put them over here. Beautiful pair. So the blue bar is actually laying down in nest right there. This one, maybe she will soon lay, I don't know. So let's see. Most likely she will soon lay once she's laying down in the nest like that. But guys, look at this surprise up here. Remember this pair? I was showing you guys in the last video, like, the level of feather foot on these guys is very surprising. Like, look at this, guys. Look at that. Especially this one. I wasn't expecting it to have this much feather foot. Look at that. Look at that, guys. That is a lot of feather foot. The only pigeon I've seen with this level of feather foot before as a chick like this was this pigeon right here. I know it won't be a good example now because most of his feather foot is burned off. You can see, look at the length of that. So the cub that they are in now desperately need an addition so that they can have more space, and then now the feather foot will be able to flourish more. But guys, I'm really impressed with these. Really impressed with them. I wasn't expecting this from this pair at all. Look at that. As I said, especially this one. Look at that. That's a lot of feather foot. And this one is not bad either. Look at it. There's not as much as the other one. So let's see how these guys are gonna come up. I think I would want to see like what these would produce. As I said, they are coming from the tail mark pair and also a champagne background. So let's see. Alright, these guys are on eggs. Eggs are fertile and everything. Very solid eggs. You can see that? These are gonna hatch, I think it's about Wednesday next week or Tuesday, one of them the 18th. That's what I have on the calendar, because what I do is on my phone calendar, after the first egg I've hatched, I don't count the first day. I skip it and wait until they have laid the second egg. Then I count 18 days from that on the calendar. And I just make a notation. So like for this one, I would say champagne N, right? And I put it right at the date. And I also put a little egg hatch emoji to show, and I'll always remember which egg is supposed to hatch when. Beautiful specimens. So this little chick down here, from this pair, is not as impressive because if you remember now, this chick had hatched the same time with those two up there. So this chick right here is, how should I put it, maybe malnourished. I noticed like yesterday they had fed him very well. Now you can see he needs to be fed. So maybe they're waiting to feed him. That's the father, or the foster father right there. And that's the hen right there. But I don't think they did a good job with this chick. I don't think so at all. But let's see. If I had this syringe to feed him, I would have unfed him to help him out a bit more. But that's something in the future that we'll be working on. Oh, I've installed most of these bottles. They have helped a bit with the wasting of the feeder and also prevent feces in the feeder, so I've liked that about it. Maybe I should have put this up a bit more. But if you can get bottles like these, I think they are really worth it. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. I was planning to actually look on the internet and saw some the feeder thing, but I didn't end up buying it. I get some bottles like this and I just cut it and put it in the cages. Okay, so that's really what's going on in this part of the loop here. As you can see, this blue bar, maybe she will lay by the next video. So let's go around here and get an update on what these guys have been going on with. Okay, so let's start down here. Again, some bad news. This hen, she was on 2 eggs right here that should have hatched in last week. However, one of the egg completely missing. I didn't see any shells of it or anything, just when they were supposed to hatch. And the other one, it was starting to crack up, right? But the chick died inside it. I wouldn't say he even died inside it because it didn't reach the point where he started coming out. It just started cracking up. And I've had this experience with this hen before. I don't know if it's because it might be a bit of an older hen. I bought this hen in 2021. This was one of my first pigeon that I bought while starting this set of raising. This one right here, this hen. And the person that I bought it from, it was a breeder for that person, so I don't know how long he had the pigeon before. So I don't know if that is playing a factor in the issue with her eggs, because I had her paired with this purplish color looking cock pigeon up here before, and they had an issue where just when the eggs were supposed to hatch, when they're very close to hatch, that's when the eggs would spoil. That's why I tried her with this cock pigeon, and they gave me a successful pair on the first try. But after that, I got a pair of fat eggs, then I got a pair of fertile eggs, and I don't know really what went wrong with those, because I tested them before and they were fertile. So once I test them and they're fertile, I don't normally trouble about the eggs until I know they're supposed to hatch, like the day before. I will check on them to see if the eggs are okay, if they're hatching out okay. Yeah, look at these guys. But I know they will go back to lay very soon, and hopefully I can get another pair out of them. So this little guy right here, growing up really fast. That's the thing with the chicks, they go so fast. Look at him. Come on, stay out here. Look at him right there. Nice brace. Beautiful color. He's giving you a 360. That's a beautiful pigeon right there. Look at him. and the hen is back on egg again, but it's only one egg that she laid, which I'm fine with. I'm fine. Sometimes I get one, sometimes I get two, because sometimes even two eggs lay, but one will be fertile. I believe that was the case with his set of eggs that he came from. They laid two eggs, but only one was fertile at the time. Come here. I want to show you the wing. Come on. Okay. Let me show you the wing on him. Look at that. This is going to be a very beautiful bird. The more it grows and the more it molts in its color. I don't know if it's going to be where you're going to be a bit more black in his wing, or maybe a bit more white would come in. We just have to wait and see. Alright, I won't terrorize him anymore. Let me look at the feather foot. This is not as I would want it, but as I explained before, this one, it has the color. You see how hard it is to hold these little chicks. It has the color. So what I'll do now is put him with a better feather foot one to develop the feather foot and develop the other qualities that I want out of him. Okay, so there he goes. That's the father right there. Beautiful pigeon. On the end, she's on one egg. Okay, so up here we have this pair of tail mark. So by right, when they had laid their original eggs, they are two infertile eggs, fat eggs. But when they had laid their egg, based on that date, it would have been today that these eggs should have started hatching or actually hatched out. Okay, so now what I'm contemplating, I don't know if they will stay on the eggs. Normally, sometimes the pigeon will stay on the egg a few extra days, 1 or 2 extra days, to see if it will hatch. Meanwhile, some pigeons, once it reaches the time that it's supposed to hatch, they just come off the egg, because they have an internal clock to know, well, these eggs are supposed to hatch. They're not getting any feedback from it. There's no picking and so forth, so they normally come off. So I was considering giving the champagne chicks that are supposed to hatch very soon to this pair after they have hatched out, but I'm thinking twice about it. The champagnes, they are going on very good. That's the pair that gave me the yellow. They are going on very good. Who knows, I might even get another yellow from this hatching. But I also want to get some tail marks, so I might let these go back to threading and try again with their own eggs. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I might do, because I'm getting the yellows from the other pair, the red and the other one, but I do want to get tail marks too. That's one of the aim. Alright, this little chick right here, this is another one, beautiful chick. This is what they call kite, wherein the black and the brown is mixed in the feather. Both his parents have some brown in their black feather, so that's where it is coming from. Yeah, there we go. This is gonna be a beautiful pigeon as it grows. But as you can see, the wings are messed up right now, but I know how to fix that. Another thing with this chick right here, another thing with it is, in all honesty, it should have been bigger than this. Based on how much feathered it is right now, this chick should have been bigger. So maybe these guys aren't doing the best jobs with that chick right now. Look at this feather right there. You can see the brown in it. This pattern that you see on his wing is similar to a color that we call Andalusian. Sorry, I always mix up those words. It's Andalusian. Andalusian. That's where it stopped. Not Andalusianal. It's just Andalusian. That's what they call the color. It's normally a bit lighter though and having a bit of more white to it instead of the brown. But as a breed, let me see. Oh, she had laid back. Mother, that's the mother right there. She's on one egg now. I think the other egg is supposed to lay this even. This wing is really messed up, but I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna fix that. Over here we have another pair right here, and as you know from previous video, this chick, his wing was similar to the other one that you're seeing around there. Let me take him out a bit. There we go. His wing flipped out just like you see this little chick right here. Alright, so this is what I explained to you guys, that this is one thing you can do. This is a regular tape, white tape. I taped the wing, so these wings were taped from Monday this week. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to take off the tape. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and take off the tape, and then I'm now going to show you the end result to see if it had fixed it. If it does not fix it as yet, what I will do is tape back the wings for another couple of days. But I think these are okay now. So just give me a second. I'm going to pause the video and take off the tape. Okay guys, so we are back again. And these are the tapes right here. You have to be careful when you're taking the tapes off that you don't damage the feathers. There were two here, but that's not bad. So this is him right here now. Look at him. It's not perfect right now, but this set the tone for it to go back in, and he will be the one to fine tune it. Use his beak and comb through the feathers and make sure they're in place. So I'm gonna give him a day or two and see if the wings are still flipping out or if he will finish fixing it. Okay, and remember, there's another pigeon that was around there that had this. I did a similar thing with the tape and it fixed it before. Okay, so I know it's something that works. Let's see. Okay, I have some feather foot but not a lot. Let's look at this color. Remember, this one is coming from the red end with that purplish color cock pigeon. I think this pigeon is going to molt in a beautiful color. Okay, that's right. There was what I was talking about. Yes, he will use his beak to actually fix his wing feathers. Okay, so that's it right there. So if you have this issue with your birds, and this works for any bird, it's not just fantail, any bird that they have this wing problem, you tape the wing. Remember now, you're going to be taping, sorry, look at it, you're going to tape the end of the wing down here, like right, let me show you, right out to here, right where the bar is. That's a good thing to use. The bar on the wing, that's where you'll tape. So you're not going to tape the entire wing, you're going to tape where the bar is so that it holds the wing in place. You can do it for about a week, leave it on it about a week, that's good enough, and then now that should fix the wing issue. Okay, so let's put back this guy right here. That's his dad. Again, I'm using these bottles, but these guys are just some messy eaters. The hen has laid. She laid the same time with this hen. So she now is on one egg, but I'm expecting another egg by the end of today. Okay? So let's see. I think that's it. I covered everything. Okay. I won't be making this video go into 30 minutes. I don't want to reach 30 minutes. 30 minutes is a bit long. So I'm just going to close here for a moment and let all those birds. Let out these pretty ones right here. These guys are run. And I'm gonna let out those for a bit and give you guys about a 2-minute video of them. Okay. I'm so impressed with this yellow. Like, for a chick, look at the size of it. And funny enough, it's supposed to be the hen. This one is the one that it hatched with, and it hatched out second, but it's looking bigger than this one. Yeah, it's looking much bigger than this one. I wouldn't mind it's a cock pigeon. I'm telling you the honest truth, I wouldn't mind it's a cock pigeon, because the cock pigeon actually carry 2 Z chromosome, while the hen carry only 1. What that means is that in a pair, what you'll find is that the cock pigeon gives it DNA, or it has 2 DNA. I want to simplify what I'm saying. Say for instance, you will look at it and say that cock pigeon have 2 DNA while the hen has 1. But that's not really the case. It's 2 Z chromosome that works with the color and so forth, while the hen has 1 chromosome, 1 Z chromosome and a double chromosome. Meaning that, the best way to put it is this, because I'm trying to simplify it. A cock pigeon will have 2 chromosomes, meaning that it can show, and it refers to its color. So a cock pigeon can be showing red, meanwhile it has a different color beneath it, or you can say it have a hidden color, right? Meanwhile with hen, based on research and what they have said, a hen, whatever color the hen is showing, so if a hen is showing blue bar like this one, it is a blue bar. If a hen is showing champagne like this, it is champagne. So it doesn't have another inner color because it has 1 color DNA, right? That's what they basically said. And another prime example is that white cock pigeon right there. Even though he's white, he has produced a lot of saddle, which is that red right there. He has produced a lot of that. Where's other chicks? That chick down here and so forth. So that's what they basically mean about the 2 Z chromosomes. And what that refers to also is that, based on what they have said, is that the offspring of any pair, right? Try to follow what I'm saying. The offspring of any pair, the cock pigeon gives one of his DNA, one of his color, let me put it that way, it gives one of his color to the hen, right? Because this hen right now, this yellow is a recessive color of this red. So this yellow is coming from this color cock pigeon right here, this red cock pigeon, because the yellow is the reduce of the red, right? I hope you follow on that. But to produce this yellow, you need to make the cock pigeon with a reduced color, with a pigeon that have a reduce in its DNA, right? And then for the cock pigeon now, you have a combination of the hen and of the cock pigeon. So the cock pigeon gets one of its DNA color from the hen and one from the father, okay? Meanwhile the hen gets its DNA color from the cock pigeon. Well, at least that's what they have said, okay? This guy is feeding his chick right here. Ah, come on, focus. Not getting good focus. Yeah, there you go. So as I've explained before too, is that once you see the hen lay back, it's a cock pigeon that does most of the feeding. So that's absolutely fine. Okay, but we're now approaching the 25 minutes. I don't want to pass 25 minutes in this video. So guys, I'll catch you next week in another video. If you have any questions or comment, leave it and I'll address it in the next video. Okay, so I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.